some interactions on the side of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You once again, Ibrahim.
Good morning, Nadi.
I hope you're well. Did you have a good weekend?
Good. Yes, I was home throughout, so it's been quite restful.
Fantastic.
Yesterday it was quite pensive because Chelsea, of course, played Manchester United. But in the end, yes, it was okay.
Did you win?
No, we drew 1-1.
Okay, so you shared the...
Yeah, we shared the sports. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, a few things to take away. But of course, your team lost to Bournemouth. We are happy because Semenyo.
It's our first.
Semenyo actually scored you people, so we're happy. There's the Ghana connection, right?
I mean, it's football.
It is, and early days yet.
As Mutala will always say, in football, if you go in there with expectations, you'll be heartbroken. But when you understand that it's a game, it can either be a win, a loss, or a draw. You are able to manage your expectations.
That's true. So today, the court today will be full of lamentations. Arsenal also lost, and so the two of you will have to just lament.
No. I hardly lament.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, because you are a fair weather supporter. Anyway, so that's it for the weekend. There were many other things that happened too. The vice president engaged the young people of this country, right?
Yes, he says the youth is his priority.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to issues of employment and others. He says he created 2.6 million jobs.
Yeah, that's about 400,000 more than the last time he spoke.
Yes, and it's the usual thing. We throw the numbers about without any proper evidence, but rarely would see it from the well-being of the people. So if you say that you have created 2.6 million jobs, okay, but what is the nature of these jobs? One of the major challenges we have as a country is that the jobs we have are not sustainable. Some of them are, seasonal, and they go with the wind, they come with the times, and so perhaps that should be our focus now, to be creating more sustainable jobs and creating a more favorable environment that will allow people to thrive. Because, like he said, public sector, government cannot employ everybody. So what you can do is to provide an enabling environment so that other people can create the jobs. So
and we've not been great at that, right? I've always maintained that we live in a country where 50% of businesses survive, thrive, and they flourish under one regime.
And then
the other 50% are kneecapped, right? Imagine the progress we will make
if they were all allowed to thrive.
That's 100% progress, right? That's one. The other one is the 2.6 million jobs. See, I'm not in the position of disputing anybody's facts, right? Those 2.6 million individuals are there, and then their beneficiaries are there. So meaning they will go and queue and vote for you, no problem. The reality is that there are many people who are unemployed, and that's why the future conversation is much more better and nuanced. What are you going to do to get those huge numbers of people who are either underemployed or they are not employed to be employed. Like I said, if indeed these people have been given jobs, it's an electoral advantage. No two ways about that.
Yeah.
Right? So basically, it is what it is. The future conversation about how can we collectively deal with the joblessness, we know the answers. The answers lie in expanding the economy, growing the economy, and then ensuring that the private sector thrives. I don't believe for one that you can say the state has no business doing business. In this part of the world, if you leave job creation to the hands of the private sector, you laugh at the wrong side of your mouth. The state must consciously be involved, not just by showing the way, but being an active participant. Unfortunately, when we are doing that, we do that just to favor our people. Employment into the security services, all captured. So, immigration, police, prisons, Ghana Armed Forces, right? These are institutions that people retire and are replaced year in, year out. These are the people that, if you look at the UN best practice and the standard, you know that police to civilian ratio is nowhere closer to where we ought to be. So obviously we will increase recruitment in those sectors. That's not what we are talking about. Teachers will always be recruited. Doctors will always be recruited. Nurses will always be recruited. No, that's not what we're talking about. Do you know why many people will want to even kill themselves to go and become nurses and doctors? Because they are guaranteed. That's not what we are talking about. And here, this goes to both parties. We are talking about the conscious effort of getting somebody who has done dendrology in school to be employed. Somebody who has done archaeological excavation or archaeology to be employed. That's the point. Let's strive to get there. Equip the people with skills, technical training. Way to go.
And that's why the current administration is investing a lot in STEM education and vocational education as well. So, some would say we are on the right path, right? Yeah. So let's go to the papers. We'll start with the Daily Graphic newspaper front page. AI fears ahead of December 7. Media watch to counter fake news, and special supplement on pre-tertiary education. Also, Labadi Beach Hotel pays record 16.5 million dividend to SNIT, and First Bank Ghana posts 36% growth in profit in third quarter. And Graphic holds dialogue on education tomorrow. So that's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper. You have the Ghanaian Times. I see President Akufo-Addo on there.
Yeah, he's here. The upcoming 2024 presidential election, I'll hand over to winner, President assures nation. I'm sure that presidents...
He keeps flip-flopping.
Yeah, I think sometimes on the campaign platform, when he says, I won't hand over to somebody I defeated, blah, blah, he goes home and then his people tell him that, no, that's not how a president should speak. No, I get that. Because this is about the third time.
That's why I said he keeps flip-flopping.
Yeah.
So there are moments he says, I can never hand over to someone I defeated.
Yeah.
I can't hand over to someone who has failed.
Yeah.
And then the next one said, I will ensure that the elections are peaceful. I'll hand over to whoever it is.
Yeah. But it means one thing. It's listening to the council, right?
No, I think it depends on the platform he's on.
Okay.
So if he's on a very political platform, you would hear him say, our opponent, I defeated him. He had no ideas then. I don't think he has any ideas now. So you say that.
If you put it that way, that's okay. Well, how you just put it, that's okay. But say I will not hand over to him. That's where the problem comes. I don't know. Probably the U.S. restrictions threats are working.
Oh Lord.
It's possible. No, you don't think so?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
what's U.S. to our president? Nothing.
No, but you see, what's US to us? US will be nothing to us. We are a sovereign nation. We have our own country. You get it? It's not just apply to the president. It should be nothing to everybody, right? But unfortunately, that's not what it is.
Sure.
It is gold to everybody, with no exception. I dare say. FDA GSA launch harmonization initiative to boost industry SMEs growth. And yeah, so there are many checks that are done by both the food and what's the name? Food and Drugs Authority and then the Ghana Standards Authority. And so sometimes when you go to the Ghana Standards Authority for one check, you have to just move to the FDA for another check. Why can't they just do it together? Right? So that's the harmonization. So yes, and some of them are duplication. The same check from FDA, you have to go to the GCA for the same check. So once one entity does it, why shouldn't it apply for both? Yeah. So basically, that's what, and it's taking us this long to realize this. Yeah. NDC government will work with stakeholders to improve governance systems. Yes. So we talked about the vice president's engagement. Mahama also engaged. Call them senior citizens, right? Yeah, at least the adults, the matured, and then he talked about his governance and how, and then I saw a code card from us where he talks about the fact that we used to be the envy of the international community when it comes to democracy.
So now when he goes, he asks him what happened.
Yeah, or like the Chief Justice, what's going on? Yeah. So jewelry shop attacked, sacks of cash stolen amid gunshot. Yes.
I'm still yet to recover from those scenes.
Yes.
And there was this little girl who, just before the car reversed, quickly run.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just thinking about the trauma this girl will go through for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
You know, and it could have been anything because of the way the guy reversed.
Yeah.
It could have knocked her down.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's a very busy area. I saw that. I think because it was a Saturday, the Muslims had gone to Makaranta.
Yeah.
So I saw some of the girls passing in their veil and everything.
Yeah.
And then this happened, broad daylight.
You see, and the video from the Story building.
Yeah, the CCTV footage.
Yeah, the one from the Story building that was taken by somebody.
Yeah.
And then they were speaking Hausa. So you saw that at the point, I think one of the bags got torn.
And the guys sprayed the money.
So the guys
watching Money Heist.
In the narrative, they said, let's go for ours. They were saying that in the video. They were speaking Hausa. So I can pardon you for not getting it. So that's why I'm giving you what they were saying. And then he was asking whether the guy who was filming had really gotten there. So try and get the number plate. Try and get it. It's always blurry. But thankfully, now the number plate has been captured. So the
They've been watching Money Heist. So
it's too much.
They told the money.
Yeah, and it was like 10 cities. Why the 10 cities? Well, I saw the green. It was quite pronounced. Yeah. They like what you should be throwing is not the 10 city. But unfortunately, and then in the narrative too, they said there's a second time the place has been hit.
The same place.
Yeah, the same place, same shop.
But then it means they are not learning.
Lessons are not learning. That's not how you transport money. No.
And this volume.
Yeah.
I mean, before we got to know the amount.
Yeah.
When these are papers. But so to pack papers for it to be that
especially
weighty.
Kufuor's papers, not the old ones.
For it to be that weighty.
Yeah.
And it will require two people to carry it.
Yeah.
It means that that amount was like huge.
Yeah.
And so when I found out that it was 6.2 million or so, I was like, I mean, I am not surprised.
Yeah.
But if it's indeed the case that area, if not necessarily the same shop, but
that
area has been hit, they said it's the second time in 4 months.
Yeah.
No, it's not right.
What
was done about the first incident?
That's the question.
What precautions were taken?
That's the question.
And what decision was made with regard to transporting the large volumes of the money?
That's the point.
Because this is a time where you need a bullion van accompanied by a police officer.
Yes.
This is a time.
There must be some level of security. See, the thing is this, and is the impunity from the robbers for me.
No, because they have that impunity because
they
know that 1 out of 100,
they won't be caught.
The probability that they will be caught is very low.
Wow.
You know, that's it. If it had not been that,
in the middle of the road,
yes,
with many bystanders. See, they don't even care that somebody in there could have had a weapon and could have fired at them. They don't care. Wow. Anyway, the other headlines here. Back page has silenced Mediama in Takwa. Accra Lions drop points at home, and House of Lions shock Kotoko in Obuasi. Yes, that is it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right, the Informer newspaper front page: BRICS adopts Baumia's G40 to reduce dollar dominance. Vacant seats controversy: Speaker must respect the Supreme Court decision. Imani boss, I think they're referring to Kofi Bento.
Yeah.
Bechim Queen Mother backs Baumia, encourages him to remain resolute. And election 2024, I'll respect your choice. Akufo-Addo says so. And Adabraka robbers will face justice. Police assure public. And that's it for the Informer newspaper.
Yes, and talking about the depreciation of the city, I saw a story from Addison who said if he wants to drive the city to 10 per dollar, he can. And that he has over $7 billion in reserves, right? So he can use that to shore up the city and drive the depreciation to just 10 cities. But he can do it today. What becomes of tomorrow? And I said, what?
He said something to the effect that if he wants to,
yes, he can do it.
So why can't you?
No, but he says that he can do it for a day. He can use the $7 billion to drive the city down to 10 to $1, and then. But what happens tomorrow? And I said,
if he does everything today, what will he do tomorrow? At this point.
Oh wow! And so he said we should trust the process. It's a process that has gotten at more than 17 cedi per dollar. That's the process.
Right now it's 70, more than 70.
Yes.
It's sad. I'm done with the Informer. What do you have?
I have the Herald this morning. NDC blacklist 4 companies are printing 2024 ballot papers. And highlight. We told NDC's the supervisor or whatever.
Jakba.
Yeah, was attacked. Yeah.
Where?
At the printing.
By whom?
But by
security officers.
Not really, but per what Omaniboma put out by some perceived tax, right? But they've reported it to the police, so let's see what comes out of it.
Let's see.
Yeah. And highlight of NDC and MPP manifestos on ICT and communications. Do you have your 5G yet? You don't. No. Your phone doesn't support 5G. Change your phone and you get 5G. All of you this morning, if you don't have 5G, your phone doesn't support 5G. Nyaho Tamaklo denies accusing Baumia of weed candy use. Oh, I didn't see that one. No, he couldn't have said that. I agree. Erica J refutes anti-Muslim remarks, point to MPP's dirty tricks. Yeah, I saw some posts as well like that going all over. Charlie, they are doing it to each other. New era for internet connectivity in Ghana with 5G launched. And that is it for the Herald this morning.
All right, the Daily Guide newspaper front page: vote for your future, Baumia to youth. And Mahama is threats to democracy. Information Minister, Adabraka robbery will get them. Police says so. And Cozy starts Akatamansu Road project. And Sally Formako's son charged for manslaughter. That's it for the Daily Graphic. Daily Guide newspaper.
So the parliamentary candidate has started the construction of a road project.
Yes, please.
With her own resources?
Oh, say her government is in government.
Okay.
Her party is in government.
So it should be government has started, but then she takes advantage. I get that. Well, the point I'm making is that government has started will obviously benefit her. The roads ministry started will obviously benefit her. But to say that a parliamentary candidate has started the construction of a road should mean that she's doing that from her own pocket. You get a drift. So the headline is not doing her any good stuff. But you see, Charlie, it's not easy.
It is what it is. Maiden Public Sector Lawyers Conference, November 5. Yeah, so there's going to be it's maiden.
Yeah.
As a timing strike you. Anyway, it is.
Yeah, we'll have many maidens. Don't worry. Not the black maidens. I like. The Chronicle this morning. GSA FDA provide one-stop shop for certificate approvals. So that's a story that features here prominently as well. Wisconsin University's Educational Institution of the Year. Hooray! When it comes to, I think, legal education, yeah, I know many friends and colleagues as well who are doing LLB at Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah, I know many. Yeah. Yeah, so more. Battle over questions. JDM fires Baumia response. And quotation for this morning. James 1:19-20. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. So
this is the word of the Lord.
This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Do not be quick to anger. And do not listen. Listen very well. Don't be side-eyeing me. And that's still in the quotation. So when somebody is speaking, you listen.
Okay.
You don't side-eye the person.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Good. So you should be quick to listen.
Oh, dear.
Slow to speak.
Okay.
As I'm speaking slowly.
Okay.
And slow to become angry. You see, I'm full of smiles. I'm not angry. Because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. So no matter what, do not be angry.
All right.
So that's it for the Chronicle.
Now let me go to the Daily Statesman newspaper front page. 1 billion Ghana cedis target for private sector. Baumia outlines job creation agenda for youth. And also here, CJ assures judiciary's readiness for 2024 electoral cases. And Awuku invites in job creation. Awuku invests in job creation for Ekrupon constituents. And Ameya Okumfi rallies polling station officers for NPP victory. That's it.
The Ghanaian Observer. Baumia outlines bold plan for job creation. I saw a picture yesterday. Do you know Atikopo? You know Atikopo? It's a brand of television. The Akik or outdated version of television set. Some of them were described as German baller. All right. So you know that one. You are no matter how you try, you are unable to hang it on the wall, right? So somebody has been able to devise a way of hanging it. So he had placed the hanger there, and then he had fixed the other end to the head of the television set.
Okay.
And he was going to hang it. And guess the caption? Bold solutions. Because indeed, it's the boldest you could ever imagine. Hanging a tikopo on the wall.
Yeah.
Appropriate technology. But that one, when it falls on anybody's matter. You see, yes, so Baumia outlines bold plan for job creation, and Wisconsin varsity founder receives Lifetime Achievement Award. I'll hand over to Ghana's choice, Akufo-Addo, and vote for visionary Baumia, Queen Mother of Bechim, says. And election 2024, judiciary is ready. Chief Justice. So that's it for the Ghanaian Observer, and I think it's the final newspaper I have.
All right, the final paper I have is the Daily Dispatch newspaper front page. You can continue insulting me. You will still lose the elections. Baumia to Baumia. Baumia to Mahama, sorry. Politicians who insult others are not serious. Mahama's running mate says so. Starting an action in the wrong court can lead to the loss of a perfect case. That's according to the Chief Justice. That's it for the Daily Dispatch newspaper. We'll go for the portals. What are they saying?
Yeah, before we get there, we were talking about the registration number of the vehicle used in the robbery incident. A friend of mine, a police officer, is saying certainly that could be fake.
Yeah.
As in, they could be just fixed. They could have just fixed it there
to throw the people off.
Yeah. But I think where the pictures were taken also speaks volume. You get where these pictures of the vehicle were captured. StarFM.com.gh.
Can you check City Newsroom?
Okay. Moment. Okay. Loading. Yes, I'm there. All right. So, City Newsroom, we've created 2.6 million jobs, more than any previous government. Baumia, I'll bring exchange rate below 5 cities when elected. Alan assures Ghanaians. And election 2024, I'll govern with my own vision and priorities. Baumia. Youth empowerment key to my vision for Ghana's economic future. Baumia. Election 2024, avoid election prophecies. Akufo-Addo tells clergy. Yeah, I saw the story and I was like, okay. After the facts. You know, okay, so, but I think I understand the president. You see, the man whose prophecy, we can say, brought you to power, right? Who handed you a horn, right, of the nation, finally decided to prophesy that another person will win, right? Yeah. And we've had many other prophecies as well. And it looks like your prophet is not even retiring with you, right? Because we expected Usman to retire with Akufo-Addo. Yeah. So I think after the fact, you just realize that those prophecies cry, we are there. You get it now? Yeah, we are there. So, like, yeah, we can do without it.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And Mr. President, just that at the time they were giving them prophecies, they didn't see that it was.
You say we are there. You know, you can only know is we are there after the fact.
It's true.
After the fact. The person has not realized that he won on his own merit. In fact, Ghanaians queued to vote for him. It's not because anybody made a pronouncement here or there or what have you, right? Yeah.
Are you cool? Are you done?
Yeah. Swift allegations of printing SS ballot papers untrue. That's according to the EC. And swiftly address escalating Boko conflict. That's an irregular to government. And a vacancy saga backbone wrongly exploited Article 117. Alexander Aban. So that's it. I'm to another poll. Musa Nangwa just sent me another poll. Okay, we'll find out what's in there.
All right. That'll be it for what the portals are reporting. We will be right back. It's still the morning Star here on Star 103. You have something to tell me?
Yes. I'm told there's a garbage at the Madina Zongo Junction and it's very disturbing. So I beg, is it Lamquantana and something? They should clear it.
Madina
Zongo Junction. I'm told there's a heap of garbage there. And this from Fred Lester, who uses that route every morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very important.
So I beg the assembly should attend to the huge garbage at Madina Zongo Junction. It's disturbing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention, and we hope that the relevant authorities will take a cue and move in to act accordingly. It's always an eyesore when you see heaps of rubbish, sometimes in the median. It said the Zongo Junction, right? Okay.
Zongo Junction.
I went to Eastern Region over the weekend, so I think I saw, you see where the churches usually go to pass to get to the church station.
Yeah.
So there's this median over there. Like a pile of rubbish.
Wow.
It's terrible.
In the median? Wow.
It's on the left. Getting to this, there's this thing that separates like the main stretch from the outer stretch.
Yeah. I get that.
Okay,
I get that.
So
very interesting.
You should fix it.
Yeah, but what did you go to do there?
It's none of your business.
Okay.